JAYAKRISHNAN അക്കാഡമിയിലേക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി സ്വാഗതം. അതിന് തന്നെ റിക്വസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ട്, നിങ്ങൾ ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് ഈ ചാനൽ കാണുന്നതെങ്കിലോ ഇതുവരെ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല എങ്കിലോ ഇന്ന് തന്നെ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യണം. കാരണം ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്ത് ബെൽ ബട്ടൺ ക്ലിക്ക് ചെയ്താൽ മാത്രമേ ഞാൻ ക്ലാസ്സുകൾ അപ്പോൾ തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നോട്ടിഫിക്കേഷൻ ലഭ്യമാവുകയുള്ളൂ. കേരള PSC അക്കൗണ്ടന്റ്, ജൂനിയർ അക്കൗണ്ടന്റ്, അക്കൗണ്ട്സ് അസിസ്റ്റന്റ്, അസിസ്റ്റന്റ് ഗ്രേഡ് 2 തസ്തികളിലേക്ക് എല്ലാ അപേക്ഷ സമർപ്പിക്കുന്ന ഉദ്യോഗാർത്ഥികൾക്കുള്ള എല്ലാ ക്ലാസ്സുകളും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ ചാനലിലൂടെ ലഭ്യമാണ്. ക്ലാസ്സുകളെല്ലാം തന്നെ പ്ലേലിസ്റ്റ് അപ്ഡേറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. പുതുതായിട്ട് ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഉദ്യോഗാർത്ഥികളെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം പ്ലേലിസ്റ്റിൽ ക്ലിക്ക് ചെയ്താൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ ക്ലാസ്സുകളെല്ലാം തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ലഭ്യമാവുന്നതാണ്. ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ പ്രീവിയസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസിന്റെ റിവിഷൻ ക്ലാസ് ആണ് ഇന്ന് ഞാൻ ആരംഭിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്. ആദ്യത്തെ ക്ലാസ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ 60 സെലക്ടഡ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ക്ലാസ്സിലേക്ക് കിടക്കാം. ആദ്യത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നോക്കാം. A dash is a form of product that consists of activities, benefit or satisfactions offered for sale that are essentially intangible and do not result in the ownership of anything. Service. A service is a form of product that consists of activities, benefits or satisfactions offered for sale that are essentially intangible and do not result in the ownership of anything. അടുത്ത question. Distinct characteristic of services is a dash. Intangibility. Distinct characteristic of services is a intangibility. അടുത്ത question. Services are typically produced and consumed simultaneously. This is an example of the dash characteristic of services. Inseparability. Services are typically produced and consumed simultaneously. This is an example of the inseparability characteristics of services. Another question. Services cannot be stored. This describes the dash characteristics of services. Inconsistency. Services cannot be stored. This describes the inconsistency characteristics of services. Another question. Dash describes the employee's skills in serving the client. Dash describes the employee's skills in serving the client. Interactive marketing. Other question. SSTS refers to dash. Self-service technologies. Other question. Dash occurs when a company intentionally uses services as the stage and goods as the props to engage individual customers in a way that creates a memorable event. Experience. Other question. Top firms audit service performance by collecting dash measurements to probe customer satisfiers and dissatisfiers. Voice of the customer. Other question. The services a customer expects are called the dash service package. Primary service package. Other question. The fact that a business traveler may have one very positive check-in experience at a hotel and then a very negative check-in experience with a different employee on a subsequent visit is evidence of service. Variability. Other question. Added features to an offering are called dash service features. Secondary service features. Other question. The intangibility of services has implications for the choice of dash. Brand elements. Other question. Dash cost refers to the product's purchase cost plus the discounted cost of maintenance and repair less the discounted salvage value. Life cycle. എന്താണ് ആൻസർ? Life cycle. Other question. Successful service companies focus their attention on both their customers and their employees. They understand the dash which links service firm profits with the employee and customer satisfaction. Service profit chains. Other question. If a firm is practicing dash, the firm is training and effectively motivating its customer contact employees and all of the supporting service people to work as a team to provide customer satisfaction. Internal marketing. According to Parasuraman, Zeithaml and Berry, the most important determinant of service quality is reliability. The most important determinant of service quality is reliability. Standardized and customized flow of activities, simple and complex number of steps and customer involvement by which a service is delivered is called dash. Process mix. Dash is the environment in which the service is delivered and where the firm and customer interact and any tangible components that facilitates performance or communication of the service. Physical evidence. All human actors who play a part in service delivery and thus influence the buyer's perceptions, namely the firm's personnel, the customer and other customers in the service environment. Pupil. Dash is a tool for simultaneously depicting the service process, the points of customer contact and the evidence of service from the customer's point of view. Service blueprinting. Dash is the physical surroundings or the physical facility where the service is produced, delivered and consumed. Service escape. Dash are the only service distributors which do not require direct human interactions. Electronic channels are the only service distributors which do not require direct human interactions. Cost accounting provides detailed information about dash of various products, processes, services and operations. Cost accounting records both monetary and dash units. Physical units. Cost accounting records both monetary and physical units. The method of costing used in a refinery is dash costing. Process. The method of costing used in a refinery is process costing. Dash costing is used in transport undertakings. Service costing is used in transport undertakings. The total variable cost dash in total proportion to output increases. The total variable cost increases in total proportion to output. Variable cost per unit dash remains constant. Variable cost per unit remains constant. Sunk costs are dash for decision making. Irrelevant for decision making. Sunk costs are irrelevant for decision making. Costing and cost accounting are dash not the same. Costing and cost accounting are not the same. Fixed cost dash in the same proportion in which output changes does not change. Administration expenses are mostly dash fixed. Administration expenses are mostly fixed. Abnormal cost is dash uncontrollable. Abnormal cost is uncontrollable. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. Cost of production is equal to dash. Cost of production is equal to works cost plus administration overheads. Works cost plus administration overheads. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. Variable cost increases with a dash in output. Increase in output. Variable cost increases with a increase in output. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. Dash accounting provides information for cost control. Cost accounting provides information for cost control. Other question. Dash is one which can be conventionally identified with and charged to a particular unit of cost. Direct cost. Direct cost is one which can be conventionally identified with and charged to a particular unit of cost. Cost center and cost unit are dash, not the same. Cost center and cost unit are not the same. Other question. Fixed cost per unit dash with rise in output and dash with fall in output. Fixed cost per unit decreases with rise in output and increases with fall in output. Other question. Period costs charged to dash. Period costs charged to period. Other question. Standard cost is dash. Predetermined cost. Standard cost is predetermined cost. Other question. Dash are costs which have been applied against revenue of a particular accounting period. Expenses. Expenses are costs which have been applied against revenue of particular accounting period. Other question. Dash is the smallest segment of activity or area or responsibility for which costs are accumulated. Cost center. Cost center is the smallest segment of activity or area or responsibility for which costs are accumulated. Other question. The primary emphasis of dash cost is on the planning function of management. Budgeted. The primary emphasis of budgeted cost is on the planning function of management. Dash cost is irrecoverable cost. Sunk cost is irrecoverable cost. Other question. Dash is the value of a benefit where no actual cost is incurred. Imputed. Imputed is the value of a benefit where no actual cost is incurred. Other question. Dash is the cost which involves payment to outsiders. Out of pocket cost is the cost which involves payment to outsiders. Other question. Dash is the maximum possible alternative earning that might have been earned if the productive capacity is put to some alternative use. Opportunity. Opportunity is the maximum possible alternative earning that might have been earned if the productive capacity is put to some alternative use. Other question. An item of cost that is direct for one business may be dash for another business. Indirect for another business. Other question. The total of all direct expenses is known as dash cost. Prime cost. The total of all direct expenses is known as prime cost. Other question. Dash costs are partly fixed and partly variable in relation to output. Semi-variable. Semi-variable costs are partly fixed and partly variable in relation to output. Other question. An opportunity cost is dash. The advantage foregone. An opportunity cost is the advantage foregone. Other question. Works cost is a total cost of dash. Works cost is a total cost of direct material, direct labor, direct or chargeable expenses and works expenses. Works cost is a total cost of direct material, direct labor, direct or chargeable expenses and works expenses. Other question. An opportunity cost does not involve cash outlays. An opportunity cost does not involve cash outlays. Other question. വേരിയബിൾ കോസ്റ്റ് ചേഞ്ച് ഡാഷ് വിത്ത് ചേഞ്ച് ഇൻ ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് പ്രൊപ്പോർഷനേറ്റ്ലി. വേരിയബിൾ കോസ്റ്റ് ചേഞ്ച് പ്രൊപ്പോർഷനേറ്റ്ലി വിത്ത് ചേഞ്ച് ഇൻ ഔട്ട്പുട്ട്. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. ഫിക്സഡ് കോസ്റ്റ് പെർ യൂണിറ്റ് ഡാഷ് വിത്ത് ഇൻക്രീസ് ഇൻ ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് ഡിക്രീസസ് വിത്ത് increase in output. Fixed cost per unit decreases with increase in output. Other question. Depreciation is a dash expenditure, semi-variable expenditure. Depreciation is a semi-variable expenditure. Other question. Out of pocket costs involve payment to dash outsiders. Out of pocket costs involve payment to outsiders. Other question. Added value is the change in dash market value. Added value is the change in market value. Other question. Dash accounting is not only a positive science but also a normative science because it includes techniques of budgetary control and standard costing. Cost accounting is not only a positive science but also a normative science because it includes techniques of ബഡ്ജറ്ററി കൺട്രോൾ ആൻഡ് സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് കോസ്റ്റിംഗ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഇഷ്ടമായി എന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. ക്ലാസ് ഇഷ്ടമായി ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യണം, ഷെയർ ചെയ്യണം, സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യണം. പരമാവധി എല്ലാവരിലേക്ക് എത്തിച്ചു കൊടുക്കണം. ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി നന്ദി പറഞ്ഞു നിർത്തട്ടെ. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.